My next stop is Chiapas State, Mexico. That is in the farthest southern precincts of that country, bordering Guatemala, to the city of Tapachula. I'll be heading down there on Monday, October 14. I'll be down there for maybe a week. The reason I'm going is because something very monumental is happening that matters a lot to U.S. border policy and U.S. border security, and even the campaigns of both the major candidates. It is that 8 months ago, the Biden-Harris administration went to Mexico and said, hey, we've got to get the numbers down that are crossing the border. This is going to be a terrible election optic to have these hundreds of thousands of people pouring over the border during the campaign. We want you, Mexico, to shut it all down. This was in around Christmas time. Very little media coverage because of the time of the year it was, probably by design. But within a week, the Mexicans had 35,000 troops out all along their border with our border, scooping up migrants, scraping up every immigrant that they could get their hands on, forcing them onto planes and buses, and shipping them to Tapachula, down to Chiapas State, and also to Tabasco State, which also borders the country of Guatemala. But the issue there is that you now have untold tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, nobody really knows, of immigrants that are trapped and hemmed in down there behind militarized Mexican roadblocks out of the area. It's almost like a Gaza Strip in a way, its own Gaza Strip, where everybody's hemmed in down there, and they're not allowing them to progress without these multi-day visas that are like almost impossible to get. They're slow rolling them. Nobody can get the visas to flash by the Mexican roadblocks and make their way to our border. And therefore, within a week or two of that December trip, it's actually a series of trips, the numbers of people crossing our southern border had declined by 70, 80, even 90%. It really worked. The issue here is whether the Harris administration will continue those policies after November 5, or if a Trump administration would continue, what's going to happen after November 5. And in order to understand that, you have to understand what's actually happening down there. No U.S. media has gone to Tapachula to see what's actually happening on the ground. I've been dying to go down there. I have not had a chance to until just recently, and I figure that, well, if nobody else in the United States is going to go down and check out this Gaza Strip that they've built down there, and it's been there for 8 months straight, why not go down there? It seems like it'll be a very illuminating trip. At least I hope it is. I have been to Tapachula a number of times. I'm familiar with the area. This is not the first time that the Mexicans have tried to entrap illegal immigrants down there behind roadblocks. They did it under the Trump administration when he threatened progressive trade tariffs. Now the Biden-Harris administration has taken a page from that Trump playbook, just I think until the November 5th election, to kind of keep that optics sort of under control of a lot of people illegally crossing the border. There was a major surge expected because people fear that Trump would win and close the border. So this is all part of that, to kind of shut that down, to control the optics of that. We're going to go see what's happening down there. If you want to follow my reporting, look for me on X, and you can go to toddbensman.com and sign up for my newsletter and all of my social media if you aren't already on it. In any case, look forward to seeing you guys. Todd Bensman here with the Center for Immigration Studies, about to head to southern Mexico and the Guatemala border.